Hello, everyone. I am jumping on here to give my thoughts on the not so new now single, but this single came out last month in May. I wanted to finally sit down and share my thoughts on the independent band between Norwegian singer Milla Sund and English producer Marlo Bevan, their band The Green Children, although they are now known as TGC. They kind of had a huge rebranding in the last few years. However, I still like to refer to them as the Green Children just personally. I just feel like it gives them a little bit more character in their band name. And I've not been a huge fan of that rebranding, but it is what it is. Their new song is called Sophie, and it came out on the first week of May back last month. So again, I'm a little late to talking about this. I had planned on making a video for it last month, and it just, I don't know where the month went, but it's suddenly June, and I'm like, I need to make a quick video on this. This song is significant to anyone who is a fan of TGC or the Green Children on this channel. I have covered them before. They have been dropping singles like hotcakes over the last several years, but we still have not gotten a full-length third studio album from them. Their last album came out in the summer of 2013. So we're approaching 8 years now since we had a full length from them, but they have released over the last 8 years close to like 10 or 11 songs. Now, a lot of these songs have come since their rebranding. Their first song to come when they rebranded in 2018 was ECG. Which I did make a review of on this channel, and they've released like 6 songs since then, 6 or 7, including Sophie, now the latest. We hadn't really heard from them since 2019, as they admitted that the COVID 2019 pandemic did cause the album and everything to be pushed back. They had to rearrange some plans. And so we had to be a little bit more patient as we awaited news of their next project. Well, I can finally say, and although I will say I'm not 100% sure that they're going to keep to their promise they've made, but they have announced within the last month that their third studio album, which is going to be titled Parallels, is supposed to come out on July 8th. Fingers crossed. Because we're on June 3rd here, and I'm like, we still don't have the album cover, we don't have the pre-order, we don't know the track listing. All we know is that this new song, Sophie, will be on it. That is pretty much the only thing we do know about the project other than the album title and the release date. And so my hope is that over the next few weeks, they will finally give us all of the missing information. They did say that there would be a vinyl and CD format that you can pre-order, as well as, of course, digitally. So there's going to be a pre-order window sometime in the next few weeks. I'm just a little weary about that July 8th release date. They did reveal that personally on their page, but I'm like worried it's going to get pushed back just because that's like only a month away and there's still a lot we don't know about the album. But that being said, I'm really curious to see how many songs out of the ones they've released over the last couple years are going to actually make it onto this project. Their last album was only 10 songs, and they've released at least 10 new songs since like that album came out. They could easily fill up over half of the record with songs we've already heard, and if the album is only 10 or 11 songs, we're only getting like 1 or 2 new songs with this new record. And so, you know how I feel about homeless singles. I would love to see every song from ECG onwards that they've released in the last 3 years get included on this record, but that means we've already got like 6 or 7 of the songs already. So I'm hoping the album is a little bit longer, at least 12, 13, maybe 14, 15 tracks. It's been so long. Like I said, they've had so much time to work on this project. Whereas when Connection came out, their last album, it was only a little over 2 years since their last album, and they had not as much time to make it. So my hope is that because of and that's why it was only 10 songs. So that makes me hopeful that this album is going to be a lot more than that. With all that being said, but we know Sophie is on it, and I do want to talk about Sophie because I'll also be honest with you. With some of the newer songs they've put out, they have definitely been, and they've always been a bit more of a pop band. They always have been, yet they do have that folk indie they have that indie electronic / indie folk sound. They do try and keep alive and well with the guitars and the interesting instrumentals that they use, but they are experimenting more and more with pop dance music. They're going more and more in that lane with the songs they have released, especially since the rebrand. They've sort of wanted to become a little bit more urban sounding with slicker, crepuscular beats and silky production. And you can tell that Marlowe, the producer, has just upped his skill level to the highest degree. I mean, you can really see the evolution from their first record, though I still love their first record. And I always will. Oh, but I will be honest, some of the more songs they've come out lately with have not been quite so gravitating to me. And so I was like I was losing a little bit of excitement for this project, I hate to admit. Some of their more recent songs, like Bad Side and Echo, I never ended up filming reviews for them. They were released at the end of 2019 because although they were fine, they weren't songs that were really grabbing me and making me very, very excited for the project that was supposed to come. Although at that point, I had no idea if we were ever getting another album from them. So it's going to be interesting to see what this culminating direction will be from them. Their song Symbiotic, I really loved, which came out in 2019, because it had that island Caribbean feel to it, and was so silky and seductive. Sophie is the next level for them, and I am so excited about this song. It's why I felt like I had to come and make a little track review of it, spotlight this track. It's the natural progression that I see, and I always kind of felt like they were going to go for, which is this very silky, transcendent, iridescent vocal performance from Milla. Her vocals are very high and featherweight, and they are so seductive as they cascade through these melodies, matched equally brilliantly by Marlowe's glossy, shimmering production that just create this ecstatic world around the notes. There's this real rise and fall to the melody of this song. There is something so esoteric about its rooting, and I get such a wonderful, elevated feeling from listening to this track. It's a nighttime song, it's starry-eyed, it's wondrous and escapist, and it's everything I love about the Green Children's music. I don't know who Sophie is. I find it very interesting that she is alluding to this mythical feature, Sophie. She's calling upon her as if she's like a Greek goddess or something of nature or of the night. I have a young cousin named Sophie who's like 6 years old, so it just makes me think of her. But regardless of like who Sophie might be, I don't even really care, because just the overall ambiance of this track is really taking me where it's supposed to. Sophie, dream of me, won't you dream of me? I could bear your soul, I could bear my heart, I could give you all and everything I got, but it won't matter to you. Whatever matters to me, it wouldn't matter at all. Show me some love so it can show me the way. And that's repeated in this beautifully echoed and sampled chorus part of the melody, with the ending line, I'm spinning out of orbit now. I want to swim in the black skies, sink in your dark eyes, forever live by your side. I want to soak in your deep mind, bathe till I lose time. Together we'll find the light. So romantic, seductive, enchanting. These are all of the things I've come to expect from the poetic theming of the Green Children's lyrics. If you're not familiar, this is right up their alley. It's something that, it puts you in that interstellar, magical, ethereal mood. Not to sound too cheesy, but that's basically what it does. And I just really recommend you listen to this. It's so, like I said, the production on this is so glossy. I am just absolutely in love with it. The synth keyboards just glide around this melody. Like, it's just really next level. I was really, really excited when I got more and more into this track, and it has me so excited for Parallels and what it is going to give us. And I really, really am hoping that this album arrives when it's supposed to. So I will review the album whenever it does arrive. Fingers crossed for July 8th. And I hope that you check out this group. Again, they go by TGC now, but they're really the Green Children. They formed 15 years ago now. And they put out 2 albums, which I have reviewed in the early 2000s, which in the early 2010s, which I have reviewed on this channel. So I will link those reviews in the description if you are interested in those to check them out. Please, they're very underrated Norwegian / UK band. And I just had to spotlight them with this song. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did. Let me know your thoughts on the song, and I will see you all in my next one. Peace, love, and light. Bye.